Diagnostic testing is essential to patient care. In practice, however, clinical lab work occurs in an industry often set apart from the medical profession. Assurity Labs challenges this convention, proving that physician-operated labs can be a vital step towards the future.
Changes in both the delivery of services and in business practices are revolutionizing healthcare. One example, Assurity Labs, who are paving the way for medical groups to build their own laboratory testing programs within their organizations to offer convenience, improved care, and better financial performance.
We started out with our own small medical practice, and we have grown that up into a larger medical practice. And one of the things that we identified was the need for lab testing and becoming more educated on when, where, how. And in that process, we built our own lab. And then from the trials and tribulations of doing that, we built our own reference lab. And from that, we wanted to provide group-owned lab locations to others like we have across the country.
Assurity Labs conceived, developed, and now employs a nationally successful package of turnkey solutions which they call Plan A. It's helping practices achieve what convention had said was impossible.
Everything that we've embarked on as a business started out as a challenge in our own practice. So we didn't start off with the objective to become a laboratory. We started off with the objective to treat our patients. And in the process, we went through a lot of pain discovering exactly how to implement these into a medical practice environment.
Assurity Labs is on the cutting edge of science, disseminating new discoveries and thereby empowering both providers and patients with a more transparent model for reaching a medical diagnosis.
When it comes down to it, the patient's results and their interaction with the physician is the most important part. You know, it's about quality and patient satisfaction and getting them healthier. So our results do matter, and we may not think about it when we're orchestrating all of this and putting a lab together. But that is the most important bottom line, is that we get good results out so that the patient will be healthier.
Plan A works to overcome challenges with technical expertise and management experience, offering practices new efficiencies and revenue optimization.
Typically, we take over all the functions that are necessary and we manage the entire service. So from site selection, improvements, instruments, personnel, and then continuous operations and management of all those functions and timelines.
When your turnaround times are a week long, sometimes 2 or 3 weeks long on some tests, that doesn't really benefit the provider or the patient. So relocating these services and relocating the revenue opportunity into the most logical environment is what we're intending to do.
Services can be replicated across locations, saving facilities the effort of having to reinvent the wheel or scale out their operation on their own.
Well, basically what we've done in the past when we first rolled out our program is that we basically referred to the other diagnostics or labs out there for these services like Quest and CPL. And now we have the ability to be able to provide this service in-house.
When you have your own managed lab solution, you can easily communicate with the people that are on site, and you can redesign or design or improve, and constant improvement is the goal. The laboratory testing resources that they have, how they operate, how they fit into the workflow of the medical practice, and all these things can be optimized when you have a partner that's willing to do that. And that's the role we take, is we want to see everyone successful at this.
The latest technology, operational breakthroughs, and industry intelligence are shared throughout Assurity's network. The success is turning skeptics into believers.
what really made us believe that we were able to do that was learning about how labs can impact both medical and behavioral health patients with respect to the cost and the time that it takes them to drive to another location, possibly not get their labs done, and then delay the treatment plan that ultimately needs to be completed for a person to become healthier. It made it a really simple decision for us to say, hey, I think we really need to look at this and move forward with putting a lab on site.
According to practices like Sunrise Health Clinic, Assurity Labs spells out a prescription for good business and even better medicine.
And so whether there's money involved or not, a person's health is involved, and that's what people want, is healthy lives, healthy families. They want to feel good and know confidently that when I come into a Sunrise Health Clinic facility, when I do business with Assurity Labs, like I feel good, I feel better, and that's a cost benefit that far outweighs money any day of the week.
Committed to altruism, transparency, and integrity, Assurity Labs equips medical practices on the forefront of change to become more profitable, dynamic, and effective in patient care. From Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm Dave Mulligan.